Hi my gorgeous Scorpios, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to your April Zodiac wheel reading. You're with Elise. Thank you Great Spirit for joining me in this reading for Scorpios. Thank you angels and guides for your guidance and loving messages for Scorpio, for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. Okay, so first up, Four of Swords. You're needing a rest or a break from something, Scorpio. It's a card of recovery. Recovery from illness, recovery from exhaustion, recovery from intense mental strain or anxiety. So it's a really good sign when the Four of Swords appears here for you. You can take some time out. You can recharge. You need to give your body, mind and spirit a rest by practicing meditation and reconnecting with the higher sources through prayer, or even seeking some spiritual guidance through a psychic or astrologer. If you're interested in looking into things deeper, you can contact me through the details below and I'll be happy to book an appointment with you. Now this is shown up here in your spread in the area that is about your appearance and your physical body, your expression, your mode of expression that you put into action. Now, Scorpions, you are a warrior. You, like, not a warrior, a warrior. And your catchphrase is, I am from the battle and I emerge triumphant. And that's your soul's intention. So you are emerging triumphant, but you need to take a break. You need to have that time, like, to de-stress. Excuse me. Some of you may be dealing with some sort of layoff, being laid off from something, but maybe you can sort of look at it as being able to give you the opportunity to take a vacation. The Empress energy here in one of your financial areas of the wheel. This is about your resources, your self-worth, your creative talents, your constructive talents, your support system, family dynamics. And the Empress is a card of fertility and femininity. She's a goddess. She's very creative. She's ruled by Venus. So there's a message of giving birth to life here, and the Empress has a strong love energy with it as well. Then here in the area of communication you have the Moon, which in the tarot deck is a Pisces card. So the Moon is about your emotions. It's also about mystery, and it's seeing the bigger picture and avoid repeating past mistakes that have led to dead ends. So avoiding repeating the same thing over and over again and not getting the desired outcome. So it's a message about that. It's in the area of your communications, short distance journey, siblings, the neighbourhood you live in. And the third house governs transportation, trade, journalism, youth and education. Here you have the Hangman. So this is a spiritual enlightening card. So you are going to be enlightened. You're going to feel that you are more in touch with that spiritual side of yourself. And it's in the area of the foundation of the wheel, which governs parents, how you see yourself, land, property, the nation's soul, the nation of which you live in. And it also is an area that does give me indications to the weather. So in this case with the Hangman, you've got to sort of maybe find yourself in a little bit of limbo. So there's patience. Patience is a virtue. And the Hangman also is about learning your lessons, self-sacrifice, making a willing sacrifice. Willingly sacrificing will also bring about the spiritual awakening and making adjustments to what is not working for you anymore. Wonderful new ideas, creative new ideas in an area that does represent creativity, that fifth house area. So that creative side of yourself really coming to the fore with fresh new ideas, inspiration, optimism, going ahead with something that you want to launch, and making some pretty solid decisions about the direction that you want to go in. It's also a sign that something may fall in your lap. Could be something a bit unexpected, but it'll give you the opportunity to explore new opportunities. And again, it is another sign of fertility. So you have two fertile cards showing up in your spread this month, Scorpio. So you may be quite fertile. Now whether the ground's fertile, whether you are trying to fall pregnant, because the Empress does also represent the mother or motherhood and the values of motherhood or values of your mother. And the Ace is a gift, the birth of fresh new initiatives and creativity in the area that governs children. Also love that is given, where you find your joy. And it is the house of speculation, entertainment, nobility and games. Okay, and you can get a lot of pleasure out of these new ideas that are coming to you, and you can launch into going ahead with. Page of Cups, message of love, new adventures and karmic experiences. This is in the area of your working conditions, co-workers, the house of health, karmic debt, animals, and the sixth house area governs your mind, body and well-being, public health, volunteering and the service industry in general. And it is a water sign energy, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So you may find that you're in a very emotionally attentive form of communication, or you're receiving messages that are, lifting your emotions. Eight of Pentacles is honing your skills, and it's a good sign for material progress and good sign for your health. Now it's in the area of partnerships, and the Eight of Pentacles is speaking to you about a promotion or a mentorship or a sponsorship of some kind. It also is a card that symbolises getting a degree, a diploma, or a certificate in some form of gaining new skills and being able to create better money flow. So that's always nice, and it's in the area of a business partnership or marriage or group partnerships, and it does show the results of our labour. So your labour is going to pay you dividends here. Now this area of the wheel is about your balance and harmony, how you get the balance and harmony in your life, and it also governs the legal affairs, contracts, scandals and international relations. So it's a big influence, this house. Seven of Swords, and I really think every sign, every wheel I've done so far has had the Seven of Swords show up in it. So that's a real collective message when I see one card or more than one card. It happened to me back just before the lockdown happened back in March last year. So many people's spreads were getting the same card. Not this card necessarily, but the Seven of Swords is a message of being let down and needing your own space. And there's some sort of sneaky, clever type of energy around, or person around. It usually does represent a person. And this is to do with joint finances or resources, loans, other people's money, and it governs renewal, corporations, taxes, birth, rebirth. Something is ending in order for something new to begin, and it also governs legacies, and it's one of the areas that is about the occult or spiritual groups or learning. So with this Seven of Swords there, I do feel that you really would be better this month to just play things safe. Play it safe. Don't be taking any risks, and don't sort of put all your eggs in one basket either. Have some options, but you're quite happy to have your own space or be in your own space. You're quite content with your own company and doing your own thing, so that's always a good thing. Queen of Wands here, great energy and a woman of action. She's a fire sign as well, so she is Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, and this again is speaking to you of that creative spark, which you've got brilliant new ideas about the creative side of things. And the Queen of Wands appearing in your cards is showing you that you're wanting to live life to the fullest, and you've got that passion to move forward, a determination. You're very knowledgeable, and this can also represent yourself or someone else being very direct and honest and arriving at your point very quickly. Now it symbolizes someone who is inspiring, whether it be you or someone who is inspiring you, or you're inspiring somebody else. This is in the area of philosophy, the law, religion, foreign affairs, travel, foreign lands and cultures, spirituality. This is also about the future and where your goals and what your perspectives are of the future, of your future, and the inspiration that you need to propel you forward. This woman may be very helpful with propelling you forward. Four of Wands. This is really a lovely card, and it is a card of good luck and living life to the fullest. So I think April's going to give you the opportunity to really celebrate, enjoy the fruits of your labours and enjoy the fruits of your endeavours, happy with what you've been able to achieve. And this is in the 10th house, so this is connected with your career, so very good prospects career wise, professionally wise, your reputation and how you view what's going on out in the world. So there's some success out there. Six of Swords, sailing out of trouble, calmer waters ahead, so that's nice. Also, so you've got some lovely cards here, especially after you take a bit of time for yourself and relax and just recuperate and recover. Excuse me. So this is in the area of what you're manifesting in the future. Another future area in the wheel, and it governs the love you receive, friends, hopes, wishes, friendship groups, long-term objectives. So you may enjoy taking some time out and going to watch something at the theatre, or accept some invitations, but anything that's caused you sort of a little bit of emotional turbulence, this is showing that you're sailing out of that, so it's only temporary. You're going to be in much calmer mind, and your emotions are going to be feeling a lot calmer, and you've got someone there supporting you and backing you up at doing that on your journey towards that as a ultimate destination. Oh, very nice. This is the Three of Wands. Now this is about the ship coming in. So you're being very patient, Scorpio. You're waiting, but you will be emerging triumphant. Okay? So this is in the area of what's behind the scenes. This is another of the psychic houses, and it also governs institutions like hospitals or prisons. It is also about your karmic debt and your search for self-renewal. And the Three of Wands is the three vibration. So the time of 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. And it embodies the Trinity of life, and also it's about you building strong foundations and harvesting your dream. But it is a message of patience, and you are willing to be patient. You're nearly there. You're nearly there. It's all starting to sort of show you the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so I'll just ask here for your guardian angel for April, who you can ask for help and guidance, and who is with you on your journey through April. And Scorpios, you have the angel of balance. So you're certainly going to be feeling like you're getting that balance in your life, and it could be the balance of the work-life balance. And number two, decisions, or two things happening at once. Okay. And we'll ask the angels what message they have for whatever decisions you have to make or issues that you're dealing with, especially in regards to joint finances, renewal, loans, inheritances, because that's where you've got that Seven of Swords. Now, the message for you, Scorpio, is forgiveness. Whether you're forgiving yourself or forgiving somebody else, forgiveness is the way. Holding a grudge only backfires on you. So let go and forgive. And that's how you can let go of this particular situation, they're saying. Let go by forgiving. Use forgiveness. Okay, so that is part one. So now I will start with part two. Part two. Planetary placements throughout April that are affecting you. So you have the full moon in Scorpio here. Here in the first house of your soul's deepest intention. So the full moon is on the 27th of April, and the full moon is peak energy, and it is highlighting for you your appearance, your physical characteristics, and bringing that to the fore, and your expression of how you express yourself, how others see you, your persona, all being highlighted here in this peak energy of the full moon in Scorpio. Now, you could find that you're really contemplating the deeper things in life. So tune into your intuition, record your dreams, and record your inspirational ideas. You may not get clarification right now, but it will come later. But you could find that you've got some real inspirational ideas, and the whole thing about your ideas and your creativity is very heightened in this reading. So jot them down, and you know, have a look at them a little bit later through the week. And also with that Scorpio energy being so strong with this full moon, avoid any conflict. Don't want to get involved in anything too murky or deep. You know, you're contemplating things deeply. Oh, sorry, but you don't want to, you know, get into anything that's going to cause conflict. So I do feel you will be trying to avoid conflict. You'll be stepping away from it, which is always a good thing. And then you have Pluto. Pluto here in the area of communication. So you could be communicating through great bursts of energy. You've got a lot of energy being shown here. So you could be really happy to chat away with your siblings or people in your local area, and with that energy it's saying don't push others. Pluto is saying to you to use strategy, because your actions now can have consequences. So don't be too pushy. And that's a really strong energy that's around you on the 18th of April, okay? Because your urges are really powerful, because you've got a bit of a challenging aspect between the Sun and Pluto. Now, Saturn and Jupiter are here in the area of your home and family, your country of origin, or the country that you're living in. Pardon me. Saturn's in Aquarius, Jupiter's in Aquarius still. A tickle in my throat. So Saturn's the Lord of Karma, and he's the father of time, and he is your self-discipline, and it's the energy, this planet of Saturn, that gives you that perseverance, and keep persevering. You'll get where you want. By perseverance will get you everywhere. So Jupiter is also there. Now Jupiter is the planet of abundance and good luck and good fortune, and it also is a sign of legal dealings working out in your favour, to do with governments, writing, teaching, sport, public speaking, media in general. And on the 28th of April, Jupiter is forming a very pleasant aspect to Venus, so that's a wonderful time, looking for a bit of love or romance, being in love with life, finding some joy, which can be quite contagious, a good time to socialise, and also a good indication there at that time around the 28th of financial success, or finances flowing nicely, because it is the Lord of Abundance. So yes. Then Neptune is still in Pisces here in the 5th house, so that's activating that creative side of yourself and that right brain thinking, that which attains to that creative part of you. So trusting that intuitive instincts as well with Pisces Neptune energy there. The 5th house governs speculations, entertainment, nobility. It's where you find your joy, hobbies, sport, and love that's given, and children as well. So it's around the 20th of April. There's a more of a sort of harder aspect between Neptune and Venus. So if you've got to make any really big decisions, leave them until after the 20th of April, or make them before the 20th of April. Okay? But around that time of the 20th, especially with the love energy being so strong there from the Jupiter-Venus sextile, great time to go to the movies, or enjoy a visit to the art gallery or museum, or something that is like really about creative energy and lifting that vibration into that, because you may find that you've got an overstimulated imagination, so good time to use it and use that right brain intuitive thinking. Now we have the new moon in Aries in the 6th house for you, Scorpio, so it's a time on the 12th of April to set your intentions. The new moon has unlimited possibilities, so if you're wanting to start or begin any new project, the 12th of April is a wonderful time to set your intentions for anything to do with new beginnings. It's also a great time to look out for new opportunities, because fate is playing a very strong role in your life at the moment, and around this time of the new moon, it's 11th of April in other areas of the world, but here in Australia it's on the 12th of April. But it's a time of major shifts and a big turning point. Okay, So you may not be making any permanent moves at the moment, but you can set your intention of where you want to propel your goals and what path you want to go down here on the 12th. Okay? To do with, again, that working area, that working life. So this will be joining the stellium of personal planets that are in the working life area: Sun, Mercury, Venus and Moon. Health and well-being are being highlighted at this time until they move into Taurus. Now Uranus is in Taurus here in the 7th house, and Uranus governs the unexpected, surprises, and Uranus is in Taurus, so that is highlighting mental activity, and this is about your business partnerships, marriage, health. The results of your labour are shown here, which does also connect with the Eight of Pentacles that showed up there as well. The results of your labour bringing rewards. So then there's something unexpected or some sort of surprise connected to your efforts here. Now Uranus in Taurus also does govern our earth energy in Taurus, so again that is connected to earth disturbances. Could be to do with weather as well. Could be a few surprises in regards to that. Now the Sun moves into Taurus on the 19th of April. So that is about your conscious mind. It's your image, your sense of self, heart energy, and it's self-knowledge gained through people that you associate with, and it's a very auspicious time to reassess your personal goals from the 19th of April onwards. Mercury moves into Taurus also on the 19th of April. So this is a good time for making solid plans or signing contracts. And Venus is also moving into Taurus on the 14th of April. And it's an ideal time to improve your appearance, and around about the 25th of April is a time where it's a good time to reassess loyalties that may be questions in business or in relationships. But Venus is the planet of love, beauty and peace and harmony, and it is about bringing pleasure and happiness. So it governs luxury, wealth and money. So it does bring with it some very beneficial influences. And so the stellium for you in Taurus has moved from being in Aries from the pretty much the 14th, 15th of April onwards. That's when it will all move into the partnership. So it's going from highlighting your working life and your health and your well-being and your ability to create your own magic in your life into partnerships, contracts, legal dealings, legal affairs, where you can work on bringing balance and harmony, which can surprise you as well as surprise others. So from around the 20th, with that Sun conjuncting Uranus, if you are keen to make some changes, this could be the time that those changes can be triggered, so that you can find inventive ways to implement them. And Mars is moving into Cancer. Now this is activating this 9th house area, which governs philosophy, law, religion, foreign affairs, travel, foreign cultures, spirituality, and your goals and perspectives. And Mars moves into Cancer on the 23rd of April. So the Mars in Cancer energy is a time to fight the good fight, okay? And you could believe in some cause very strongly at that time. There's also a strong emphasis on protecting your family because of that Cancer energy, that nurturing energy. And if you're feeling personally hurt, you could find that you'll retreat into your shell rather than lash out. So there is a strong indication here to me that you're not really wanting to get involved in any conflict, which is really good. You can just sort of maybe speak what you need to say, because that Mars in energy is very honest and straightforward. But you're not going to get into any debate. You'll just give your honest opinion or give your honest answer quietly, but passionately, and then just leave the person with it and walk away. Let them make up their own conclusion. Their conclusion of what you said really isn't the issue, as long as you get to say quietly what you feel and what you think. Okay, now best to use this Mars energy in a physical way, using your physical body. Get out and go walking, play sport. The Mars energy is energetic and impulsive and enthusiastic, okay, and it's also a sort of got that brave energy, that courageous energy with it as well. So use that to, you know, really look after and nurture yourself. And you can also use that energy on expansion of yourself through spiritual, mental and physical exploration. Okay, Scorpio, so now I will just focus here on the confirmation of the whole reading for you with the Akashic. So just get that up a bit closer so you can see the Ark of the Covenant. Incredible story, the story of the Ark of the Covenant, actually. So, as you can see, hopefully, in this card, the stars are out, shining on the serene desert night. Fires burn on quite a few of the tents that you can see. Now, inside one of these tents, just beyond the open fire, rests the Ark of the Covenant, and two men are sitting by a crackling fire nearby. At the moment, on a most mundane level, this card represents a beneficial legal contract or title transfer. It also can show success with things working professionally out for you, such as brokers or lawyers, and more often it indicates that you're living true to your own karmic contract, because we all come in with our karmic contract to work through. Facing your lessons of growth, working towards greater discoveries, and bringing your unique contribution to the world. Lovely. So your karma does not rule you, you rule it. When the work becomes too great, taking a rest doesn't break with your covenant, it supports it. You understand the phases of time and energy, and you work within those phases. Well, it did show in the beginning of your reading that need to take a rest, take a vacation, de-stress. Some of your karmic directives at this time may involve other people. If so, make sure there is no urgency. And also be careful that you haven't got a personal agenda, or they haven't got a personal agenda at play. Don't let yourself get pulled into an emotional drama. Know that the things you require your attention now reflect a commitment that has a far-reaching influence that may impact your present as well as your future life. So continue to work towards your highest purpose. To hold the sacred covenant, you have to touch the world with your light. How beautiful. So close your eyes and imagine the Ark of the Covenant opening before you. Within it, you see the contract that contains your highest purpose. What is that purpose? Sense one word and one action you can take today to pursue it. So it really is a confirmation here that you are almost ready to really start on your path that you've been slowly building towards. So and ultimately it's going to bring you balance and increase your income. So you may have some important contracts to look over or consider, and that Mercury energy there around the 19th, 18th, 19th of April is a time where contracts can be highlighted, and a time of making solid plans as well. So thank you, Scorpio, so much for joining me. Please do click on the like button, and if this is resonating for you, contact me in the details below, and we can book you in for a reading and go into things a bit deeper for you. For those new to the channel, please do subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click on the little bell next to the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future updates. Until next month, Scorpio, take care of you, many blessings, and namaste.